And I'm talking about it because I'm in a good place, and I believe everyone should have the opportunity to be in a good place. Well, g'day all. It has been a freaking long time for hunting a rat. And I guess, well, let's say I'm doing this unscripted. I just feel comfortable doing it now and talking about it. And I'm talking about it because I'm in a good place, and I believe everyone should have the opportunity to be in a good place. And more of that will come to light through this talk. So yeah, it's been a long time since hunting a rat has done anything. I'm thinking close to 6, maybe even 7 years. Now, I had a small hardcore follower on the podcast and probably on the videos, which was sort of just starting to get some gravity, but events change in your life. So I guess this is what I'm on about. So in 2020, late 2020, my relationship let's just say it went south. It wasn't good and it went south, and we decided to separate. There were announcements made by a large power company that owns a large power station on the west coast of Lake Macquarie, where I was an operator, and that sort of drove a decision to where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. Being 52 at the time, I think when the announcement was made, and a 2 to 3 year window till it was closed, and all I could do was base my decision off what they said, I decided for that reason was the catalyst to resign. There were other reasons too, but you've got to make a choice. So 2023, I resigned my position as a power plant operator. Now, I'm going to tell you that it never occurred to me of the events that would happen immediately after that. But one person said to me, a friend of a friend, she's a counsellor, a grief counsellor, and she works in disaster relief. She said, "So you had a divorce?" I said, "Yep." You resigned your position?" "Yes." "And you sold your house and moved to an entirely new region?" "Yes." And she said to me, "So you have just completed the 3 most traumatic processes or changes in one's life that anyone can do, and you did them all at once." And I said, "Yeah. But as friends will attest, I was in a much better place. I had recently met a new woman. On that front, I will say that we are now married. From there, we made a move to southern New South Wales, and life was great. Life was really good. We bought a house, and then after about 4 months, I got some pretty bad news. My brother, who's number 2, I'm number 1, was diagnosed with a brain tumour. In January, my mother called me and said, "You should come up." So that was December or November 23. In January 24, Mum said, "You should come up. It's terminal. He's not going to make it." So with the support of my partner, we drove up, and I pulled into Dad's place, and he said to me, "You'd better come inside." And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I only spoke to you last night as he died while I was driving up. And then he revealed that my younger sister, so there's 4, I have 3 other siblings, she is number 4, she had been up the night before and she had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. April 24, my brother died from brain tumour cancer, and I can tell you pretty well categorically that, well, let's just put it fucking out there, I don't believe a fucking word people say about chemo and immunotherapy. My brother was one fucking hard cunt, and it smashed the shit out of him to the point he couldn't carry on with. He was ex-military. He was a qualified army work diver, which if you are in the military, have been in the military, or know anyone that has been in the military, you will likely be told that is the second hardest selection course after Commando SAS. And it knocked the shit out of him. So it was during the next few months my sister commenced the same treatment. She went 1 round. Pancreatic, if you know cancer, if you know anything about it, is from all accounts a horrendous, likely one of the most horrendous cancers to have. She did 1 round and she said she'd had enough, and she went VAD, voluntary assisted dying. Now, that threw a curveball. Yeah, she died in September. It was around that time an opportunity had come up from another employer in the region where I was to have a go, essentially get back into operations, and I decided to give that a go. Now, a couple of things weren't sitting right with me, and I subsequently resigned that position. At the end of 24, my fiance and I were married down here, and for the record, just an awesome woman. I love you, Lisa. From there, it was when, I'm trying to get my timeline right, as I said, this is unscripted, and I just felt comfortable doing it at this time. In September 25, we went on a belated honeymoon, and at that stage I'd got to the point with the second position that I had resigned, in full support of my wife. I'm pretty well skilled, haven't been in operations, and have an electrical trade. So I didn't think finding another position would be too difficult. That turns out to be, let's just frame it that HR has changed a shit ton since I sort of put in over the last 8 years. That's probably the best way to frame it. We went on our honeymoon in September 25 after being married in December 24, and went to Bali, and it was a great holiday just to sit around, do nothing, have some drinks, go for a swim. It was there that I started to think about things that had happened in the previous 12 months, and well, probably the previous 18 months. But I paid it no heed. Come when we got home, I'm figuring everything hit me, because I hadn't had time to do it. I was geographically separated from it. I'd been busy, I'd moved to a new location, establishing a new house. I'd started a new career, then I'd changed that into another career. And I don't know whether you can hear it, but there's a fellow croaking down behind me. So it hit me. I don't know, I'm not a counsellor or a mental health expert, but I can tell you I would just start bawling at some stages. It was pretty easy to work out why and what had happened, and I hadn't dealt with it, so I took some time to deal with it. Now, my brother and I were pretty close, but we also butted heads a fair bit. We hunted a lot with my best mate, Matt, and yeah, I missed the fuck out of him. Like, even up till, it's now April 26, even up till 4 months ago, I would be sitting there going, oh look, hunting season's coming up, and yeah, we'll have to get together and have a hunt. And then you immediately think, fuck me, he's dead. You ain't fucking seeing him again. So I've now got a new job, which is great and enjoying. So that's not a worry to me. But the reason for this video is times now are probably for a lot of people tougher than they've ever experienced. Fuel prices, interest rates, cost of living. You pile on everything else that goes on in life, and yeah, maybe I'm an outlier for what's happened over the last 3 years, but I'm guessing there's probably people out there that have had a damn sight worse too. I'm asking you, I'm imploring everyone that watches this video, if you're in a hole, seek some assistance, please. If you suspect one of your mates, one of your workmates is in a hole and not handle it, ask. Talk to them. See if you can help facilitate getting some help for them. You know, it's just shit house when you can't fill that hole in your soul or your heart or whatever you like to call it. So, yeah, reach out, get help, provide help, be a shoulder to lean on. You know, maybe you know better than someone else. I'd imagine those that are in the hole deep, they can't see anything but the hole. And someone else from outside with a bit of perspective is probably able to provide that assistance. As for me, I'm in a good place. And if you're wondering, yes, Hunting a Rep podcast will come back. I will start doing videos more. But I'm not chasing the algorithm. And frankly, in some respects, I'm fucking fed up with social media. I'm fed up with the dumbass fucking comments that go on it. The lack of understanding, the lack of fucking thought from people. But if people are interested to listen to what I say or watch what I do and fuck up more than most, yep, I'm happy to put that out there. But there won't be a schedule, it won't be regular. Just if you're interested, follow along. So I hope you're doing well. Keep your family close. Live every day. Cherish it. And, you know, every day I wake up and I'm breathing, I'm fucking excellent. Because you just don't know when the fuck something's going to come out of left or right field. You know, be a good person. Think before you open your mouth. And yeah, just look after those around you. If you've watched this, I thank you very much. If you made it to the end, awesome. Just let's do good shit and make a positive change for our community and for good, hard and working people in this country. So, yeah, it's mid-April, had our first frost here. It's life is fucking good. So, make sure you look after yourselves.
Matt,
Yeah.
have you moved the target, the crosshairs?
Hey?
Have you moved the scope?
Yes.
Okay.
Fire it well. Right. Firing.
Same shot.
Where'd you come over here, fucking still bitch? Oh, you're going all the way up there now.
Just trying to find a level spot. This is the most level ground I've ever seen.
Close to impossible.
Angle. Straight.
Sounds like Winchester.
Which is back there.
Yeah, sounds like Winchester. Anyway, I think it's like from general. Yeah, that like village or something.
Not recently. Alright, Velcros.